That is Dounreay power station, Dounreay nuclear power station. We're about, I don't know, quarter of a mile from it as the crow flies. You can't get up there anyway, even if you wanted to, because I think there's a permanent police presence up there. This way, Rambo. Come on, mate. And as I said yesterday, it's surrounded by wind farms, which is really, I don't know, it just seems a bit funny. A lot of kitty wicks. I don't know. I'll find out what they are. Birds. Tide's a bit out this morning, look. There's a bit more of a beach. There's some green slime on it. Yeah, it's not off the nuclear power station. It's off the sea. It's called seaweed. Come on, Rambo, this way. You can take him a little walk along the cliff path here. What a glorious, sunny, clear, blue sky we have today. All around. Everywhere you look is sunny, clear, blue skies. Beautiful. Rambo, this way. Right, I'm just having a look in this building here. This is that one we went in yesterday. So half of it is a house. I can see because I'm looking through the windows and I can see furniture in there. It's not lived in. And that bit we went in yesterday, I said, oh no, I think that's more of an industrial unit. It is. And this is the one, this house side is the one with the roof that's all caved in. I don't know if you can notice it there. That's just rock slate for the tiles, heavy old things. That must have had some pretty good structure under there to hold that weight. And the shed part of it looks so good because it's just a tin roof basically. So yes, there we go. Right, I'm going to switch you off and carry on with this dog for a walk. Come on up here, Rambo. Hi folks, we are going to have a little cook up. So, in the pan, what I've already got is some of that olive oil. On the bench here, I got some plum tomatoes, I got some onion, I got a little bit of baby corn, I got some chorizo, and I got a little bit of stem broccoli. And that is all going to go in the pan at some point. I've also got some rigatoni number 109, some orzo pasta. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to get my trusty scissors and cut up this chicken breast into slices. So this is one chicken breast out of a packet of 2. So we'll just get that nice and thin slices because I want it to cook nice and even. And I'm going to put those away, just wash my hands off. Yeah, that's always important when you're handling chicken. And get myself a couple of paper towels and clean my hands off and get myself a spoon. I need a spoon. Right, chicken's in. Next thing I'm going to put in is the onions, because I want those to cook pretty much the same time as the chicken. It doesn't really matter if a few of the other bits and pieces go in, makes no difference whatsoever. There we go, just those left. We'll give that a nice little stir around. Right, there we go, that's coming along nicely. You can see that the chicken's beginning to take on some colour, some whiteness, and the onions are just beginning to change a little bit of colour. If your onions are not cooked properly, what happens is you end up with a bitter tasting sauce. Already it smells good. So I'm going to put a bit of seasoning in that. I'm going to grind in a little bit of black pepper. Oops, sorry about that. You're not too steamy there. And I'm going to grind in some pink rock salt. Right, at this point I'm going to pop in the corn, the chorizo and the broccoli. That's it, I'm going to get every last morsel off of that board. There we go. And I'm going to throw in the fresh tomatoes. That is beginning to look very, very nice indeed. Alright, we'll turn that back up to number 4. Give that a little bit more heat now that we've cooled it down with the pop in a whole tin of chopped tomatoes. Look at that, everyday essentials. I don't know where that come from. Let's have a look. Oh, it's an Aldi one, there you go. Now I know. And to that, I'm actually going to add half a can. So I'm going to use the can as a measure. I'm going to put in a good half a can of water and turn that right up now. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to cook this pasta in with the rest of the ingredients. And as you can see, this is a 1-pot dish. There we go. And I'm just going to get that to come up to the boil. Once that comes up to the boil, then I can pop the pasta in, but I can't do it until then because otherwise it'll all stick. Base sauce is boiling away quite nicely now. Let's give that a stir just to make sure that is all boiling. Yeah, not quite. I'll give that a second or two more. Right, there we go. I'm happy that that's boiling enough now. So I've measured out a handful, basically, and that's enough for me. I don't know about anyone else, but that's certainly enough for me. So I'm going to sprinkle that in so it goes in nice and even across the top there. There we go. I'm going to keep that bowl because I'm going to eat out of it. I'm going to cook this up and then I'm going to eat out the bowl. So we'll just stir that pasta in and we'll keep it stirring a second or two, like with any pasta, until it comes back to the boil. I appreciate you normally cook it in the water and then you would serve it with your pasta sauce. Well, there we go, folks. As if by magic, that 8 minutes is over and this is cooked. And look how it's gone all nice and creamy and thick. And the pasta's all in there, all cooked in with it. Look, lovely. Looks rather nice, doesn't it? I haven't smashed the tomatoes up. I left them nice and whole, because when you pop them in your mouth they will pop. So we're going to turn that off now, and I'm going to bid you folks a very good night, and I will see you in the morning. However, just before I go, there we go, there you go, that is tonight's dinner. Let me just make sure that we've got a proper picture of that. There you go, some steaming hot dinner for me. Good to see you folks, back soon.